Okay, so this card is going to be done with the baby wipe technique, okay? So I have some baby wipes here. They are nothing fancy. It's just a cheapo, probably even a Walmart brand. I mean, I don't spend money on Huggies, for heaven's sakes. I don't have anybody's tender bottom that I need to be concerned about. So I just buy the cheap baby wipes from Walmart. And I've just folded a couple of them in half, and I've got them in this little tray that I've had for 100 years. I'm terribly sorry, but you can't get them anymore. So I've got the baby wipe in the tray, and I've got 3 different colors of re-inkers. I've got the Night of Navy, the Lemon Lime Twist, and the Tempting Turquoise. So I am going to just add some dots of color. I was going to try to see what my card actually looked like, but of course, guess what? Can't find it. I know you guys are super surprised about that. Well, we're just going to wing it. Okay, so we're just going to add some ink here. Lemon Lime Twist. We're going to bring that in. And you'll notice that I'm not actually putting them right together, like right next to each other. They're going to bleed into each other anyway. And so I didn't really need to do that. Put the Night of Navy in there. You can see they're already starting to bleed together, which is really cool. Some more turquoise, maybe. And you can make this as big as you want, your little spot here. Okay, I think, actually I'm going to put some more turquoise right up here. Oh, wouldn't you just know it? Well, I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to try to hide it. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. That's what happens when you go live, right? Things just don't always work out according to plan. Next week, I'm going to put the phone on mute. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. This is my piece of Whisper White. It's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to ink up my stamp here. You can kind of see. And I'm trying not to really move it too much from where it is right here, as far as the colors go. And I'm just going to stamp that. And isn't that just super cool? So then I'm going to actually kind of just tap it off into the tray to get some of that excess ink off. I'm going to turn the tray around so that I'm getting a different vantage point when I'm inking it up again. So it's not going to look exactly the same as it did the first time. Okay, and look how cool is that? And I actually have some more pieces of paper in here, or somewhere around here, that I actually wanted to stamp. Since I have this baby wipe thing here, why not, right? So I'll put it right back in the same way I did it the last time, then I won't have to clean that one off. Do that, and I'll get this piece. So I'm going to like multitask here. I've got a swap that I have to do. And so I thought, well, I've already got the baby wipe thing all filled up here. So why not just make my swap cards while you're watching me, right? Okay. So now we're going to ink this up again. Just kind of cleaned it off. And we'll do this direction. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Oh my gosh, I just love stamping with baby wipes. It's one of those things that you don't think about doing all the time, but once you get it out and start messing around with it, you just want to keep going. What other colors can I put together? Okay, so there. Now I won't make you watch me do my swaps anymore because that's kind of rude. So we'll throw those up here. We'll be done with those. Okay, so we'll bring this back in. So I don't need this leaf stamp anymore. I'm going to set that aside. So this is what I have so far. Super simple. Nothing high-tech or fancy about that. I've got a Night of Navy card base that I'm going to use for my card. So we'll go ahead and fold that in half. It's the standard 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So I'm sure. Okay. So like I said, I will go back through, and if you guys had any questions or anything like that, I will answer them later because I'm just not really... I'm not ready to multitask yet. Part of the problem is with my glasses, I can't really see what you guys are saying on my phone. So hopefully I can get my eye fixed and then I won't have this problem anymore. I don't know, but I've heard from other people that when you get a cataract fixed, it actually makes your vision 20/20. So that would be kind of cool because I have never had 20/20 vision in my entire life. So we'll see. Maybe that's just a fallacy that I heard somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. All right, so we're going to add this to the front of the card, the 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then this little strip over here is like 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4-ish by, oops, that's my card I've been looking at to make sure I do this right. All right. Now I've got some punches here, and you know what? I just realized I was looking around for my 2-inch circle punch this morning before this Facebook Live, and I couldn't find it. Can you believe that? Barb couldn't find something in her messy stamp room. Oh, yay, here it is. Okay, sorry for all that confusion and noise, but I need a scrap of white to do a greeting on, so we'll find a scrap here. I think that size will work. And we're going to bring the stamp set back in. It's a double stamp set, and we're going to use this greeting here. This is "Life is so much better with you in it." So we'll get this on here. Boy, I tell you, these eyeballs of mine are just, it's terrible. I didn't realize that I even had this possible cataract until a couple months ago. I remembered, I'd be walking around my house and I'd be thinking to myself, oh my gosh, my glasses are dirty. And so I'd clean them off and I wouldn't think anything else of it. I'd keep going about my business, and then the next day would come along and I'd be, oh gosh, my glasses are dirty again. And I'd keep cleaning them. Well, one day, a couple months ago, I was heading to Gillette, Wyoming for a swim meet that my daughter was involved in. And I had cleaned my glasses before I left, trying to search for some Night of Navy cardstock here, a scrap. So I cleaned my glasses before I left. And as I'm driving down the interstate, I realized that I can't really see that great out of my right eye. So I'm thinking, what the heck? I just cleaned my glasses before I left. Well, I tried covering up, my right eye with my hand. And I mean, what I was seeing was crystal clear. I couldn't believe the difference. Then I covered up my left eye and it was cloudy. Like kids had put their fingerprints all over my glasses and I was looking through smudgy kid prints. So that's when I knew I had a problem. So here we go. I guess I am getting a little bit old. Okay, that's the greeting. We stamped it in Tempting Turquoise. I cropped it with a 1.5-inch circle punch. Then this is the 2-inch circle punch. And I'm also going to put some, where is it? My silver metallic thread. So I've got this little silver metallic thread here. Oh goodness. It's so tiny and skinny and I am so blind right now. But thankfully I have a piece of tape on the top of this that I keep, so I can keep it in place. So that's going to be very helpful. Okay, I'm going to like wiggle some of this or wrap some of this along the back. And this is actually where I do use my fast fuse. That is, if you can find your fast fuse, then you... All right, we're going to use snail, which will probably work, but the fast fuse is just like a little bit heavier duty adhesive, so it does stick a little bit better. Okay. Oh, hi, Tanya. How are you? Trying to read your comment. Cataract surgery is a breeze. Oh, yay. Thank you so much, Tanya. I've actually been kind of dreading it, and I'm kind of scared. I mean, the thought of somebody lasering my eyeball freaks me out. So I'm glad to hear from somebody who's had it done and that it wasn't a big deal. Because I've actually been putting it off, but of course thinking, oh, maybe it'll get better. Yeah, I don't think that cataracts get better, right? Oh my word, I'm hoping that's not my mother again. Anyway, we're just going to kind of wrap this back and forth along the back here. Yeah, next week I am definitely turning my phone off, people. I am so sorry about that. Okay. I'll get that. So you can see I'm just kind of randomly wrapping this around. And I know other people do this different ways. Some people wrap it around their hand and then they just slop it back there. And I can't do it. I wish I could. I'm just so, the word is anal, but that sounds like a really bad word, but I just am. And so I want it to be the way I want it to be. And I don't know. Anyway, so that's how I do it. I just kind of wiggle it, wrap it sort of back and forth, figure 8 style on the back. And so then when you look at the front, hopefully it looks good. All right, so I have a tiny little thumbnail so I can press the thumb into those little backing pieces on the dimensional there. All right, oh, good Lord, now I have to see if my greeting is going to be straight. I tell you, this eye problem is a problem. Oh, yay, you guys, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I need my rhinestones back, and I'm going to add some rhinestones to the front of this. Let's see, we're going to go medium size right there, large right there. Word is perfectionist. Thank you, Mary Ellen. That sounds a little bit better than anal, right? All right, I'm going to stick that up there. Okay, so there it is, my baby wipe card for this Facebook Live. Yay! And here's my other one. So you can see, I mean, they're different. Just depending on where you end up getting the drops of ink on your baby wipe, you will get different, they'll look different every single time.